Okay, our next presenter is going to be Mark Milligan. Mark is the president of F4 Tech, and he's going to talk about going beyond data collection.
Thank you, Tim. We've heard a lot about software, and we are certainly, our firm is certainly involved in developing software, but let's talk a little bit about hardware. And let's look at the trends in hardware in the last 10 years. GPS is getting marginally better, but it's really not that good unless you want to pay a whole lot of money. We're getting some integrated common components like barcode scanners, cameras, things like that. The handhelds are getting a little less expensive, a little bit better, but really the question is, what are they doing for foresters in doing their job? So to give you a little background, we launched F4 devices back in February this year, and we introduced the Flint handheld at that time. You can take a look at that at our booth and also on Thursday in the field. But the focus of F4 devices is to provide a rugged, value-added handheld solutions worldwide. Obviously, forestry is a real big focus for us. And looking at forestry, you have tools that foresters use, but they're not integrated into handhelds. They're really still separate items. And you got to own, you got to learn, you got to train, maintain multiple devices from multiple vendors. So why not design a rugged handheld? Got all these things integrated. So looking at some of the desirable characteristics of such a handheld, one is you want a affordable GPS that's going to really work well under canopy, not only track but very accurate. How about the number keypad? Some of these handhelds, they got a rubber keyboard, keypad, and they get roughed up and messed up over just a little bit of time. And how about doing more than just data collection? How about actually doing measurements? So we're here unveiling for the first time. This is like a sneak peek. We call this the new Forge Echo from F4 devices. The GPS yields, according to our tests so far, and also tests from 1 or 2 customers, 2 to 3 meters. We're really getting things less than 3 meters under canopy, which is really, really impressive. And we have a magnesium base plate, really protect the keypad so you don't have to go repair that thing in another year. We also have a patent pending process for integrating in sound sensors, G sensors, and measuring both distance and height. So it's built in. It's doing this through ultrasound. You've probably seen this before in other type devices. You have a transponder, you go to Plot Center, you can put it onto a tree, and you have a distance application. I know that's a little blurry, a little bit of a blurry picture, but essentially you can enter in inches or centimeters for your diameter for critical distance, for your actual distance away from trees, feet, meters, whatever. And you can do this at a variety of different distances, calibration distances, and also a variety of BAFs, whatever BAF you want to enter for your critical diameters. And we also have a height application built in. We are still waiting on the final API for this particular one, but we do have it, we've got the proof concept done. Works through the camera, and you can get however many heights you need based on the G sensor and that distance. So really, what are the benefits? Well, finally you get something built into a handheld, a GPS, that's not going to break the bank and give you really good results. It's very rugged. You've got IP65, 67 specs, depending on whether or not you cover where the sound goes out and in. Measure distance and height, and you can actually directly enter that data into your data collection program. And of course, you can do this pretty cheaply, a lot less than you can buying all these components separately. And how about the color? Good old orange, is what foresters are used to. More benefits: combine all the support to one vendor, consolidate your power sources, less to keep up with, learn one device with a lot of functions rather than multiple devices with multiple functions, and essentially just less to carry in the field. Okay, so the bottom line is you're just going to get more done with less time and less expense. We have a couple of pre-production units that you can see out at the booth, so please make sure to stop by and you can take a look at these. We're scheduled to release this summer, and come by, see us, That's field station number 2. We'll be seeing, you can at least see the distance application there, or come by the booth and look for official announcements soon. Thank you very much.